Oh, that was very interesting, but tell me more about this Zero Dawn.
Yeah. What are we doing now? Plot and revelations, tell me what are we doing now? Plot and revelations, tell me what are we doing now? Plot and revelations, learn more specifics about the Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I guess that's one way you could put it. I mean, this episode is going to be like 90% cutscenes and like just basically, yo, what's the deal? We're going to terraform the Earth. We're going to get the people back, teach them all about the Zero Dawn and how not to screw up and create robots that kill everybody again.
Yeah, and what happened to Apoyo, the archive of chickens? What happened to that?
The archive of synthetic meat to create all of the chicken that we could possibly need, as that's going to be the only food of the future.
Yeah, without any guilt about health, about environment, about animal cruelty. You get all this synthetic meat, and we're really just going to be vamping for this entire episode. And
absolutely. But at the same time, it's like, we don't have to recreate the Earth exactly as it existed. We could have just created, chicken trees.
Uh-huh.
Candy trees. Come on.
That would honestly
have some imagination.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just because it's the apocalypse and we're just trying to, hang on to dear life as hard as we possibly can using whatever sort of resources possible as Earth is ravaged by robots.
Uh-huh.
I
really like the idea
of candy trees.
Of chickens growing on trees. Okay, so chicken meat growing on trees in this specific way. I guess you could have organs growing on trees too or something, but that'd be awful. But you kind of do you do photosynthesis. You have the energy source from the sun. It's solar powered, and then you have you graft on some meat to that, and you grow some. Whether that's tofu or chicken.
You know what the robots can't destroy?
Tofu. That'd be pretty stupid because tofus are already plant matter. But,
you know what the robots can't destroy? The sun, unless they got that capability. I don't know. Maybe we also got a robo sun as well.
I thought you were going to say the capacity of human beings to try to improve their lives. And you're like, no, the sun. That's they can't
destroy that by killing all humans.
Yeah, that's right. They can't destroy the sun, the almighty sun in the sky, unless they get powerful enough. They could get powerful enough and destroy the sun.
Thankfully, they did have that whole thing about 50 years to get rid of the ectophasic super the tachyon cyber speak encryptions.
Putting too much air into a balloon and something bad happens.
Yeah, they got rid of that. So, I mean, at least the robots weren't around long enough to figure out how to destroy the sun. I think that's the one thing. We're just going to vamp for this entire fucking episode.
Yeah. And we're not restarting because we're already on.
So if we were to destroy the sun...
we're on take 3. Take on 3.
Take on 3.
This is the third version of this.
Take 3 on.
And we've become, take on 3.
All be gone. When we finish Horizon.
Zero Dawn. All right. That worked out.
Zero Dawn actually would have worked a lot better.
Yeah.
Fuck. That actually rhymes with gone.
Yeah, it does. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking take 3 is that's a good vamp. I don't know.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And you...
3.
Which song is that?
Take 5.
Oh, okay.
From the Charles Brubeck, the Dave Brubeck band.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Well, now we got a 2-2-1 take, so that one makes sense.
Da-da-da-da. Take 3. You already did that. You literally already did that. I
just did that. I just fucking did that.
Yeah.
I just did that. I mean, to be fair, it's just how many things have I done that to you before?
I think
it's just I didn't quite hear you, but let me make the same joke.
Well, we already did 525,600 minutes earlier in this series.
Speaking of earlier in the series, we did say that this was going to be the most musical series to date somehow.
Yeah.
And we're somehow, even more somehow, making good on that.
Yeah, somehow. This will be the most musical series. This Horizon Zero Dawn. Eclipse. All right, so.
Yeah, they're the Eclipse. They're here.
Uh-huh.
The cultists are doing their cultist thing, and we're gonna have to deal with it. We were not avoiding conflict. We never ever avoided conflict. Aloy, you're either delusional or just not paying attention.
Yeah, we are putting ourselves into the belly of this horrible machine.
Like, look at this.
And we are making it bleed to death.
Oh, yeah. That's how I work. Except the robots don't bleed. At least the ones that are out there right now terraforming the Earth.
Robots don't bleed is an incredibly metal sentiment.
That's true. Unless they bleed like, I don't know, lubrication.
Yeah, the only thing that's more metal than that sentiment is the opposite. That robots do bleed. Robots also bleed.
True. Unfortunately, I don't have any musical references to make for this one.
I think it's just a good statement, yeah. I mean,
Remember
I guess Trapped in the Belly. I mean, I'm basing this on Godspeed You Black Emperor, the Dead Flag Blues, where they say, you know, we're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine. The machine is bleeding to death.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Actually, that one does work. You're right.
Canadian post.
I was gonna reference the theme song for Terminator 2.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm not going to because it's bad compared to yours.
Well, I mean,
yours was a better reference, and I was still trying to step all over it.
In fairness, I did start with the musical reference and work backwards, so it's not like I just thought of that like, what do you know? It's just like Godspeed You Black Emperor. No, I started with Trapped in the Belly of this horrible machine.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the whole thing. It's not like I had any ideas here. I was gonna do something about like, yeah, why don't we terraform the Earth to make the Big Rock Candy Mountain real?
Yeah, did we get into the one with
that's all I had.
The big, like the cigarette trees and the soda fountain.
Yeah, and the police on wooden legs, yes, especially those parts.
Yeah, and of course the Big Rock Candy Mountain itself, which would have to be constructed by this terrible artificial intelligence.
Well, I mean, we don't know if it's terrible. We just know one part of it is terrible.
Yeah, just Hades.
Or maybe that's the only one that's left after, the incidents. But I mean, who know? We don't really know too much about exactly how this goes down. We're just going to learn the specifics of how it was created in the first place in this episode. When we're not fighting cultists.
Would cigarette trees be more inefficient than just tobacco plants growing? My understanding is that's a pretty efficient process. Like they're a cash trap, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you do still have to roll them.
Also, I don't know if that would even be a good thing. Like, I don't know the stuff in the
it's like do we need to be smoking up all the time here?
Yeah, but,
I mean, it truly isn't that worse than anything else in this world, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Thanks, Apollyon. You didn't give us our chicken trees, and you also didn't give us the fruit of knowledge, which I guess was going to be chicken nuggets. Bite of my chicken nuggets and learn the knowledge of good and evil.
I like that our food references are just going slowly more lowbrow as we just go through the series. Like we started out with
that
aioli,
lowbrow or is that
like
just
homemade
like
mayonnaise versus aioli, and we're just like we're down to like we went thence to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And then we went to
we talked a lot about dorm food in the last.
And now we're like Doritos dust. I don't know, and cigarette.
Yeah, terraform the Earth to give us trees that give us Doritos Locos Tacos. It's a simple request considering everything else you're doing. How am I not hitting this guy at all? Okay. My favorite version. No, we're doing it. My favorite version of the Doritos Locos Taco is the one with chicken in it.
I can't believe you would eat something like that.
Yo, they're bussing. Shut up.
I'm sure they are.
They are, though. Also, for years, I worked, like, right next to a Taco Bell.
Oh, okay, that is understandable. Like, if it's the only, like...
And I worked late. I was working nights, so that was, like, the only place that was open as I was going into work.
Honestly, I would try it once for the curiosity's sake, but I never...
It's good. Like, it's actually good, though.
Okay, fair enough. I believe you.
It's Taco Bell, but yeah.
I guess
I would get like 3 or 4 of those.
I don't know why. I guess I just associate like there was a Doritos flavored Mountain Dew at some point, wasn't there? Or did they
Doritos was a thing.
Was that just okay? That wasn't just something I hallucinated.
I think it was only ever just like tested at like college campuses, but it did exist.
Like the infamous Surge, which I think has made a comeback at some point because of millennials who were nostalgic. I think.
I got it.
Which they should have been nostalgic, because that's just disgusting. I mean, it's not even good. It's just...
It's fine. Like, yo, you say it's disgusting, though. Have you ever had, like, a Red Bull?
Yes, I have, and it tastes like medicine to me. And not...
Yeah, I mean, it is like the real-world equivalent of drinking a stamina potion or something.
Yeah. Well, it's
what I would imagine that would taste like.
It's a stamina potion that also hurts your heart.
Well, I don't know. I at the same time, it's just like if you were to look at my like character sheet, I put all of my points into
Constitution.
Constitution. Yeah. So I don't even get like affected by it.
Yeah, that's your quirk. I think
I can drink like 3 or 4 of the gigantic 20-ounce, and I have of the gigantic 20-ounce Red Bulls, and just be like, I feel good. I'm full of energy.
Honestly, it makes me sick just to think about like energy drinks. Like I get like so.
I mean, I like the flavor, but I'm pretty sure that's because I'm addicted to
they keep you up
caffeine.
And they make you bleary-eyed. It's the weirdest. It's not a healthy
Man,
dynamic.
currently drinking Mountain Dew Game Fuel.
All these are like foods you eat that make you like chatter your teeth, but aren't technically regulated as amphetamines.
I think this is it.
I mean, but they don't though. Again, the Constitution.
Oh right, yeah, you got the con save.
Yeah, the extreme con save. It's like you would have to first off, I would have to go for like cold turkey for 2 weeks, and then I would have to drink like 2 of the 20-ounce Red Bulls.
God, and I didn't realize.
And then I would be like,
20,
oh yeah,
20
I'm
ounces
a little bit
of
jittery.
Red Bull. That is disgusting to me. I thought you were talking like one of those 5-ounce cans. Like those are at least.
Oh no, I'm talking the big one.
Those aren't like great, but they're not terrible either. It's like okay, that's a couple of sodas, right? Or a few sodas.
The good one, the big one.
That's basically
the venti, if you will.
That's like drinking like 5 coffees. I bet. Like,
and I have it alongside a coffee.
Oh God. Okay.
That's the one I get while I'm waiting for my coffee to cool down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, it's just like I gotta sip on something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once again, man drinking a Mountain Dew Game Fuel at 2 a.m.
Pollo is therefore the ultimate embodiment of lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst chicken circumstances available.
I mean, they have destroyed all the chickens. You saw how they sucked up things that they just. It still looks so stupid when they use the biomatter eating thing. It's just like they just suck it up.
Yeah.
It's just that's. I don't know. I mean, I guess like what was I expecting them to like shove a bunch of trees into big metal mouths, but. It's inherently ridiculous any way you look at it.
So I think is this the point where they're going to get into why a pollo failed?
I mean, maybe. It's hard to say because this is the entire like setup area. Unless they decided for some reason, nah, you know what, forget about it.
Maybe what happens.
Sorry, Samina, we're scrapping your entire project.
So I don't know if this is what actually happens, but I feel like it would be cool if you actually are releasing some of these things that didn't get released into the world and see how it changes the state of the world. I don't know if that happens. Or
that would actually like probably be a very nice thing if we could do that, but it's hard to say exactly what's even working right now. And if Aloy would even be able to recognize what to do. Sylens would be the only one who would even like begin to approach exactly what the hell you're supposed to do to even make this stuff work.
Yeah.
If it's even possible at this point.
The seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge kind of sounds like a Rush lyric. I don't know why.
Yeah, the Nuggies tree.
Or a King Crimson kind of song. Like they're getting a lot of King Crimson vibes from this game too.
Which is weird because it's super purple right now.
Yeah.
For some reason, the past was very into the purple lighting. I don't know.
Well, the past was a different country. They do things purple over there.
I see. Very interesting. If absolutely confusing.
Like.
Anyway, more fucking cultists.
Sometimes when we do vamps, we do bits. It's just you just say something like normal, and then you.
Well,
just
we can go back to talking about Taco Bell. They got rid of the 7-layer burrito, which again, yes, I am still extremely sore about them getting rid of the 7-layer Crunchwrap, but the 7-layer burrito hurts even more. That was the one thing that I would order there more often than not.
So
yeah, I would occasionally get the the little Doritos taco, but it's just like,
okay, I'm just gonna cards on the table. I'm kind of a food snob. I'll have like ramen or something, but only like elevated cuisine bullshit where it's like $2, and I'm it's probably the same stuff.
we talked
but
about
I'm
that
just,
last time. I'm an insane person that makes it on the stove.
So all that said, what is a 7-layer burrito?
Oh my god, you don't even know. Okay, well, basically it is one of the few like completely vegetarian options, or at least was on the Taco Bell menu.
Okay.
It's just like straight up bean burrito with sour cream, guacamole, onions, lettuce,
Tomatoes, tomato.
Yeah, and that's like it.
And that's it. Like, so
It's
where
simple
does
and
the
it's
7
good.
layers come from? Is it interleaved?
It's the 7 ingredients.
Okay. Oh.
It's not actually layered.
Okay. Well, that's kind of.
Oh, Hades. But anyway, it's just like, no, it was a very simple sort of thing, but it's just like, it's 500 calories. It's like $2. You pay less than $5 if you get a large soda with it, and it's good. Or at least it was good, but until they got rid of it.
This is Travis Tate is Ryuji from Persona.
I mean, well, he speaks with a really southern accent, I think.
Oh, okay.
So,
I can't hear that. That's
yes.
right, yeah.
No, yeah, he is. You're right. Exactly. So yeah, basically Hades, it's just like the fitting of being the power button just literally is to reset if something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Which I guess that explains why it's destroying stuff now, but why did it go rogue and start destroying stuff? Because clearly, they don't need to reset the biosphere again.
Yeah, I feel like they're just putting a failsafe in here is a good idea on its own terms, but it's very weird to just. It's weird to
have that be a separate
failsafe, and then that could have all these other problems. Like, this isn't like.
Well, at the same time, it's just like, what's going to be the problem with it? It's like everybody's dead by the point in time that it would even go into activation.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, who's going to sabotage this thing? The Faro robots?
Yeah.
They're just, like consume and reproduce sort of
I
thing.
wonder if this is supposed to be
Just
like about the hubris of people's intentions, because Gaia is like, that seems like a pretty solid plan, and Hades is kind of like, I don't know if that makes sense as a failsafe. Actually, it's just kind of very, very weird.
I don't know. I think it makes sense that it's just like, if the
it's a reset button.
The terraforming goes bad, it's just like it's hard to undo that, so they have something specific to undo it.
I suppose, but it just feels like, well, you're going to bring the entire atmosphere to a blank slate. That feels like very.
It was already a blank slate by the time.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I guess if you're going to rebuild everything, that does make sense. Okay, that's fine.
It's like, what are they going to fuck up at this point? Everybody's dead.
Getting worshipped by the eclipse like some kind of god.
I mean, that's the entire thing with him creating the whole Rock Candy Mountain. It's like, you got a blank slate. Tabula rasa, baby. Except nobody knows what tabula rasa is because Apollyon didn't work. Truly the greatest tragedy of them all. Well, at least when they finally get it activated again, we will know the joys of anime.
I do like these things kind of have these scientists going from room to room. Just like, here's my project, here's what I'm working on. It's kind of shameless exposition, but they're doing a good job with it.
I mean, at the same time, it's just like the whole premise is supposed to be that they're like literally busting in people from all over the world.
Yep.
It's like, you would need this.
Yeah, it does make sense.
And these guys are not like showmen, they're scientists. So we get dry exposition from scientists in some ways. It's like, okay,
yeah.
Sure.
It's not like offensive, it's just kind of a little bit, hard. You have to do
it. Is very... I mean, that is another one of those minor complaints. We talked about in the last episode how I only got minor complaints about the series, but it's like the little cutscene heavy at points.
Yeah, it's kind of didactic. I mean, they're telling you all these. Maybe that's not the right word, but just like they're telling us all this stuff. It's just all expository. I mean, I'm not saying you have to do that. I think the showing versus telling. Like sometimes you have to tell. Like
I could just walk past these two. I mean, that's the entire thing. That's why you don't really see a whole lot about me doing a whole lot about their lore. It's like it might be interesting, but it is also quite long.
Yes.
So, it's like this feels important enough.
Yeah.
Like, it literally is something that automatically plays the second you enter the room. So I might as well kind of hang out here, but...
Yeah. I guess what I do... I guess what I'd like to see is... I feel like, and this is maybe just me being, like, wanting a silly action scene, but I kind of wish you would show, while you're telling us this stuff, have to fight an enemy, kind of a la Bioshock or something, where it's like he can tell you that stuff, and then you have to fight his essence or something, or you have
and
to
then
fight...
you could also get like a log of it, so you can look it up later if you didn't see it or whatever.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
have a log just as like a supplemental, so you can go back and if you have to figure out something about the world to beat the game, then you can get that through the logs or something, or you can just get it in case you're curious.
Something like that. I mean, but I mean, if you're curious, it's a lot of stuff you can be doing.
Yeah.
I've been grabbing each one of the story logs if I felt like going back, but
So, are they saying that the reason that the world has gone back to a tribal society isn't just a coincidence? It's like it's part of the way that these projects interacted, like these artificial intelligences?
It might be, because the thing is, it's like they said that it was going to be supposed to be like a gamified thing where you would like unlock stuff over time gradually. Or I guess like very quickly if you have pro gamers like myself out there that just grind through all of the game, that just run from.
Yeah.
Oh God! Imagine if I was here, like setting up the Apollyon system. It's just like, okay, to the next one.
And your assessment?
Let's go, boys. We got to learn about calculus.
Yeah.
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
Like, I got to hear about the rest of the Ming Dynasty, and nobody's gonna stop me. It's like, this isn't supposed to be unlocked for another 10 years. Fuck it.
That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience.
It's like you didn't even have time to figure out how to do arithmetic yet.
Robots feeling emotions is one of those. It's such a classic like trope with these things. Like just okay, like I know I am programmed to be logical, but when all humans die, it makes me what you humans
feel very
call
happy.
sad.
Hades, kill them all again.
It makes me unaccountably, as the humans would say, happy. It pleasured.
Brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime.
Wait, why did we didn't build pleasure centers into you?
Yes, that is why it is a mystery to me. Well, okay.
Oh, all right.
It's just.
I am now going to watch pornography.
Are you all right? I'm all right. This is just it's a really stressful situation. I'm coming up with.
Apollyon would have like full. No, I already cut stuff out of the last episode.
There's nothing left out there.
Would it be, is it weird to think that it's just like if they had a full log of like, I don't know, YouTube or something in that system, that this video would also be in there?
What if?
And people would be like, well, we've kind of mostly finished up with this, but now we're watching this video about people talking about something called a Doritos taco, and we can't quite figure out what that is.
The first thing that the benevolent AI will do is delete your channel when it incorporates.
Fair enough. Can I at least keep the Persona series? And maybe like at least a couple of the Dead Cells ones?
Yeah, it actually sorts it by views, and anything with more than 100,000 views, or I guess 10,000 views, let's say, gets kept.
Actually, I do have a couple 100,000 views.
Yeah.
Why is Ted Faro even still allowed here?
Yeah, well, what exactly is Ted Faro like really, really competent? Have we established that?
He was like a businessman. He didn't really strike me as anybody. I mean, yeah, he's like footing the bill for it. So, okay, he gets into the bunker, but also...
Didn't he kind of cause this
Why would
thing?
he have the ability to like affect the course of this at all?
Like, I mean, but didn't he like cause this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was his damn robots. He is the Faro robots guy. He's Ted Faro.
So I'm not gonna say that that's completely unrealistic, but it is weird that he's just like acting as this arbitrary antagonistic force, unless
that he would have any level of like control over
well, okay, but I mean, I could see it being something where he's going to be.
He's a businessman.
Like, I feel like if anyone took the fall for that, like it's him. Like he should have,
He should have.
Uh-huh. But
Fuck that guy.
It's not completely unrealistic if he's bankrolling, because it's like, okay, well, you know what? As much as I screwed this up, I'm not just going to spend my money. We're going to do this right. We're going to do this efficiently. I could kind of see that.
That includes having a kill switch for you.
Yeah, but I feel like what they're setting up is that
Who's
Ted
gonna
Faro's
press
gonna
the
do
kill
something evil,
switch?
and that's what's going to cause the malevolent AI to win.
Nobody's there to shut off the lights.
Uh-huh.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the register.
I like how computers work in the future.
Also, I think
Or future past.
they're setting Sylens up to be not just a passive protagonist. He's going to be the end, or a passive. He's going to be the big enemy, because we're going to find out he was actually part of the AI, and
Yeah, he's actually like Hades, and you're just like unlocking his full functionality or something,
Yeah.
rather than just being in one of the big robots around there.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
okay.
Because it's like, once again, he doesn't like see. He seems to have way more knowledge of the old world than anybody else, and also never appears. It's like seemingly doesn't actually do
Yeah,
like anything physical.
and
He
has
only ever appears in holograms, and
has relentless curiosity about what needs to happen and where to go next. So
and he's presenting that as if he's learning it for the first time, that sort of thing.
kind of feels like what's happening is Sylens is
Hey, it's that guy.
is basically becoming something more through Aoi,
Oh, he's giving me a
rather
gift.
than Aoi having
Oh.
an intervention in the game, if that makes sense.
Still, I still think he's a very much more interesting character than Aloy, to be honest.
Yeah, and nothing wrong with Aoi, but it's just like she's just the generically snarky protagonist. Nothing wrong with that. Just
Yeah.
action hero stuff.
I have a more suitable death
Mm-hmm.
for you.
Well, anyway, now that we learned everything about Zero Dawn,
Uh-huh.
welcome to the family, son.
Yep.
Oh man, took a second for everything to load in there.
yeah.
I mean, for me to regain consciousness.
One thing with prophetic certainty
Champion of the sun,
that I was destined for glory as a
Hero
great
of the
master of karate,
Master of
and friendship for
karate
everyone. Okay,
and-
so,
Even
Yeah.
when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along.
Ah, dang it! I need that thing.
I need that to help me focus.
Also, that thing too. Maybe more importantly,
Survived. A doubt took
he's literally walking towards you right now.
as sure as the sun rises and
Also,
falls each day,
this is such a.
those I am bade to kill.
They did this in the
I failed.
Ghost of Tsushima 2, where it's just like, oh, it's just out of reach, but it's right there. Or they even just let you, take the weapon.
Soldier you killed,
Yeah, sure.
pestering doubt grew.
I mean, there was a thing in Katana Zero where you could just outright hand over your sword because a guy in a limousine was asking for it, and I did. And it's just you get an achievement, just like, why did you fucking do that?
In slaughter, I am a
But yeah, that was
practiced
fun.
hand.
So anyway, a lot of exposition right now.
My destined purpose.
Also, it would be
Like his
cool.
big dumb
This would be
necklace
cool to
made of
have
bullets.
it turn out to be like Bast.
If you're gonna go
Yeah,
on babbling
Bast
like this,
survived, but
Would you just kill
I
me
mean,
now?
we don't even have beef. You killed Bast.
yeah,
I'm okay with that. Like, we're cool, dude.
yeah, good for you.
I mean, except for the whole Hades.
Like, I'm not just flattering you. I really didn't like Bast. I have some problems with the killing Rost. That wasn't cool, but yeah,
Right.
they
fuck the rest of the Nora tribe. I
yeah,
hate them.
They weren't my friends.
This
And Bast, it's like, okay, I don't like it, but I can at least understand he did attack you.
it was only when I captured
Like, look, that doesn't mean we're gonna be best friends, but forgive and forget. Come on.
Also, I didn't notice his car was just a bunch of bullets and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
That is pretty awesome.
It seems incredibly dangerous.
Yes.
But what are you gonna do?
meant to interfere at dig sites. and
Especially considering that my favorite thing to use with the bow is the whole like fire arrows. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, he kind of seems like kind of a callback to like the Fire Nation from Avatar.
who might die as a
He's got that feeling,
sacrificial
sure.
Yeah, just that haircut. It's that like
everything.
just that.
As it was
I don't know what you even call that clothing. Like that that top that he's got on.
It's like future muscle shirt sort of deal.
Yeah, exactly.
It shows off how cool my delts are.
Spare me the religious justifications. You can dress up your cruelty. in
Yeah, come
holy
on. Spare me
clothes
the
and
religious
cause war.
justifications. You just want to eat a 7-layer burrito.
You're just a murderer.
I can't believe it's just a 7-ingredient burrito. That really is
Become quite a
disappointment.
It's a simple but good thing.
Oh, I'm sure it's great. Don't get me wrong.
With
Like,
all
it's
of your
probably fine.
with all of your elitism, I still know that you leave your cheese out.
That's true. Oh, I leave it out, yeah, because you want to get it at the room temperature. That's
I
an even
hate that
deeper level
so
of snobbery.
much. Hate that so fucking much.
You hate that I do that?
I hate that you do that.
It's much better. It doesn't go bad. It takes like 2 weeks to go bad. You know, like it's.
I
fine.
mean, yeah, that's provided that you're eating like a full pound of cheese in a week.
Now that's a different thing.
Which, okay, that's I do.
Okay.
Why am I even fronting here?
Yeah, but I have to say I love cheese. It's great.
Me too. We live in Wisconsin. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Just, you know this.
Uh-huh.
those words as I watch your corpse burn.
Well, anyway, okay.
Whatever's left of it.
Send me to the ring, boss.
You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered,
Yeah, hurry up already. Come on. let's
Get
go.
on with it.
and with certainty,
You already got me in the stupid cage.
unstoppable.
Despite all your rage.
Despite all my
Yeah,
rage,
there
I'm
we
still
go.
here.
Okay.
And put your faith
Okay.
to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
That was Persona 5 that had the rats in them, though.
This is such a disingenuous. Yeah. There we go. This is such a disingenuous conversation that she's having. This is kind of the problem, as we've stated sometimes with the silent protagonist. It's like when you need to have her say, "Well, then let me out and see if your faith is true." And it's like, no, you don't believe that. Shut up. Aloy.
I mean, well, the other thing is that it's like this entire speech is justifying it to himself, not to Aloy.
Yeah.
Aloy doesn't give no fucks.
Yeah.
To rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred
Which
land.
is, real. That's a real thing.
I ordered every Nora killed, which is
Hoping to catch you there.
okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
How
no.
terrible.
Yeah.
It all
I guess.
seems to
Oh,
have been
Tyr-
what about the only Nora I care about, Rost? Oh, wait.
Yeah. What about? Yeah. You say that.
Yeah, exactly.
You actually
Right
said they're
there.
irrelevant. Hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck them. They are.
I thought you were gonna say.
Like, I
yeah,
don't
they're
care if I just did an
irrelevant
entire
as in, like,
quest where I helped them
You know,
out.
it's good that they're dead.
In any case,
I don't care. They were jerks.
couldn't recall the order even if I wished.
Tearson's the only one
They're
with anything
jackasses.
close
I
to a
hate them.
conscience
Your destruction of the network.
that we know of.
Communication over distances is
Oh no. Whatever. I don't care.
You not only doomed yourself.
Fucking go for it, dude.
This is a good point. I do like this where he's just like, oh, you took down our communications network, and now I can't rescind the order to kill even if I wanted to.
Such a
Which is
Yeah, I can't stop the kill order.
isn't it?
Uh-huh.
And yet, so
Which is just like, yeah, good. Ah, come on. I don't know where to get another one of those. Well, I guess I can just go ask Sylens, but he probably knows something. But would be easier if you didn't destroy it.
I don't think he destroyed it. I think he just. Or did he?
I think he did.
Okay.
has already been twisted.
I thought it was gonna be something.
I mean, it's
where
not
he's
like it really matters, like
you know,
compute.
he's gonna pretend to destroy it, and then he's gonna put it in your hands, like no matter.
I actually want you to get out of here.
Yeah. Or I want to see you destroyed, at your full power or some stupid thing.
No, this is not Persona 5.
Which is fair. I mean, like, it is kind of a dumb, trope that we do that. Like, that, villains, it's a James Bond thing, basically. It's like,
I mean, I gotta say, Helis does have at least the presence of mind to just not, okay, you're gonna be fighting in the ring because that's obviously they have a Coliseum ring, but I'm not gonna give you your fucking spear,
I'm not gonna
right?
let you. I'm not gonna give you your magic powers. I'm just going to let you fight.
No, I'm not gonna give you
combat.
any of your magic powers. None of them. I'm just gonna drop you in there.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, yes, that would be the excuse to give you your stuff back and give you a fighting chance to even get out of there. But no, he's actually smart about that. Give it to him.
I don't like that this is our new standard for games. After Persona 5. It's just,
Yeah, well. Ah, jeez, not these things again. So the poppin'.
these are like scorpions. What are they called?
Corruptors.
Okay.
They're the arthropod, the ones they dug up, basically.
I do love the way that animals move in this game. Or, the robots move. They definitely feel like real animals in a way that's like really.
Hey, remember when you saw that thing earlier?
Oh yeah.
Pew, pew, pew. Also, one of the things that I just noticed, it's like in that last cutscene, it's like, man, Helis does just straight up shave all of his body hair.
Yeah.
In the post-apocalyptic future, they still at least kept, like, I don't know, a pretty hefty store of Bic razors.
Yeah.
Be the first to die. Let her be the first.
You would think he wouldn't really care that much about that, but here we are. Whee!
I do think that was pretty cool, but they really drew that out a little bit too long.
Yeah, they really drew that out. All right, so we got big boy, like, I guess you would consider it a warthog or something.
Yeah. And I'm like,
And I got nothing.
Pumbaa.
Don't even have the focus.
Yep.
Thankfully, they are very bad at, like, you know, doing any sort of yard working.
I'm assuming it's going to be kind of a thing where it just, like, charges up and then it just kind of goes at you like a bull. Charges at you like a bull.
Wow, good guess. That's it.
Okay. Well, I guess sometimes my game knowledge comes in handy. I'm sure everyone else has already guessed that now.
It's one of those things, like, yeah, it's a video game. They also didn't really clean up in here very well either, did they?
Yeah.
But, so, it's fairly obvious. Oh, thanks. I didn't realize.
I should try luring the behemoth.
Sometimes I want to turn those off, but at the same time, I also think it's pretty funny when they just kind of appear at a very inappropriate point.
How can you see where these items are? Feels like this HUD is
Oh, yeah,
very...
just show. I mean, you can see there's like little light beams on everything.
Yeah. I mean, is that
I
happening
told
in
you,
real
there's
life?
just like a lot of shit on screen at all points in time. That's just Horizon for you.
Also,
Which is weird because normally the excuse would be that it's like the focus. You're using the focus, but I don't have that right now.
this is kind of a weird, like, pretty easy thing. Just like, okay.
Yeah, it's not. Well, that's you gotta remember that for the most part, Horizon is not supposed to be a difficult game.
I suppose it's.
I'm playing it on normal difficulty, so it is like, you know.
Yeah.
I make it difficult. Well, it's a good thing that they didn't have to show her changing into her entire outfit with that big dust cloud there. Conspicuous. Also, don't posture. Just get on with fighting the big monster.
Also, I like, how long did that take?
We're not doing
for her to
crowd
change
work
into
here.
her clothes And she didn't get her focus back, is it right?
Nope.
Okay.
Ain't got no focus. But I mean, it's like, look, I don't need focus here.
Got no focus.
Once again, it's
Ain't got no
as long as you can hit the broadside of a barn, you can light things on fire.
Yeah.
I'm having a struggle. No, it's working. It's working. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does more than like than I would to Deathbringer or whatever. I don't even know what I was planning to do there. Needless to say, you don't really want to get near this thing, and this is especially where things start to get like really tricky to do with melee. Yeah. Like, there's no way this thing would like literally just walk right into me like that one of the later more annoying Bloodborne monsters.
It is kind of funny that you
Just
spend
deal
all that
damage.
time just like having the Warthog slam the support pillars just so you get access to your stuff. It's like that is such a convoluted kind of battle concept.
Well, look, I mean, it's like Helis was actually smart about the whole thing. I'll give him props for that.
Why did he leave
That means
that
we have to
chest
do-
in there at all? Just,
It's a video game. Whatever.
yeah,
it's a
okay, fair enough.
I think that still, it's like they did a better job of justification than most.
Yeah, I suppose. Fair enough.
The canister on its belly. Okay. No, it was like 99% the fire. And then I tried to go for some sniping and it didn't work. Oh, Pog.
Silence!
Wow, that worked.
Shadows. Kill her.
Uh-oh.
Call corruptors. Not that you know, I guess. Oh, whatever, two of them. I fought that before.
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
No.
No, I'd rather not. I'd rather use these killer robots, actually.
I'd rather use the big killer robots and what the fuck? Hey, Sylens is a real person.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Okay, that's pretty...
Yeah, I know, right?
That's a big twist. That's actually really it.
That is an actual twist because I really didn't think that was going to be coming
I
either.
assumed it was like a Talos principle thing where he was dead like 1,000 years ago kind of thing.
Or he was like part of the Gaia AI, or he was actually Hades. It's like, no, he's a real dude.
Yeah, no, he's got a real army, and he's gonna take this real city.
Okay, no, he's got like 3 tigers.
Yeah, but I mean, still, like
that thing that I never did. Traitor, what do you mean by that?
What?
Sylens.
Yeah. Okay.
Sylens, you better not be living up to your name, because you got some explaining to do.
Yep, now we're gonna be behind a campfire and stuff. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm playing harmonica, eating beans.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
We're on a robo horses.
So you're here. Really here.
You're a
risked your
real
life.
person. Oh my god.
That's the shocking twist, really.
Yeah.
I guess everybody in the game kind of didn't really think so.
Yeah.
Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha registered.
Jeez, I need that thing.
The whole time I've been monitoring.
Of course you did.
I've
Yeah.
dedicated every data
Which again, it's like that's something that I would have expected for like an AI, but no, he's a real dude, and he's got like fucking neon facial hair and stuff too, which is the most distracting thing, maybe more than anything else.
But
You're really good at making it impossible, like you said. Like, I just saved your life.
After he just saved your fucking life.
yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world.
Stop being so standoffish.
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Well, do you think I was gonna fucking stick around here? Whatever.
I'll be on my way. Wait, Silence. I'll be on my way.
Matters worse.
I mean, it's like, let's be honest here. It's just like, he's a real guy. I don't die. No, I get it.
It'd be funny if you asked that, like, oh, you real? Thought you were just like...
I would have actually asked that. It's like, wait, I kind of thought that,
Why do I bother asking?
you only appeared in holograms?
I thought you were,
Huh.
yeah.
I'll be in touch.
And, an AI?
okay.
With...
In the meantime, should you need to
That was like the obvious
I
thing.
brought armor to
Oh,
this.
all right.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to.
Thanks.
Yeah.
When you were recovering the Alpha
Sounds. This is
register
weird.
down in the
Yeah.
underground bunker,
Just give me cryptic information from Far.
for your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what.
Your mom.
Your mum, even though she died like 300 years ago.
Yeah.
There we go.
Silence off.
Woo! To the Silence Mobile.